Well, just really proud of the guys. The effort has been really good. We just, if we can get completely healthy, it would really help. And, without Bond for the San Diego State game due to the flu, and you can see the difference that he makes when he comes back. And that would have been nice to have against the San Diego State guards. But I just really proud of them with all the injuries and guys missing games. We've really gone through a stretch here of winning a lot of games, and we got a long way to go. I think we've had a lot of slippage defensively. We fouled too much tonight. I think, Coach Eck, who keeps it in our 7 years, we've never had a one kill game, and we had a one kill game. So there was only one time in the game where we got three consecutive stops, and yet when the game's over, we win right at double figures. So we can't put that kind of pressure on our offense, but our offense was outstanding. Another 8 turnover game. I think we had 4 or 5 guys in double figures, and Vaughn had 9. So we did a lot of good things, but we can't give up 31 free throw attempts, and we can't defend the way we defended tonight. But we got away with it, and we got the split that we needed. It's never easy when you lose to get that next one, and I'm really proud of the guys for that. And now we got a big week ahead of us. So really pleased with the start to the conference season, and really kind of at the midpoint of the season, and to be at 12 wins with, we haven't had Joel for 8-9 games. Corey's really responded. I thought he got tired in the San Diego State game just because he hadn't had a chance to play, and he really responded in a big way tonight. But yeah, Elijah career high, 20 and 10. You had career high for Corey with 30, and it's the first time I think Tayshawn's had a 10 and 10 with no turnover game. So we just had a lot of good play out of a lot of people. I thought Amir and Miles were great off our bench. Vaughn did a lot of good things off our bench. I think we can get Ethan, who's now healthy. I think he's going to be really good off our bench. And Peyton had another extremely solid night. So I don't know what the bench score ended up being, but our bench was really good tonight, and that was good to see.
You touched on it about the halfway point, and it felt like it could be a real fork in the road game for you guys, considering it's only January 10th. What was the emphasis leading into this one, the work ahead or after San Diego State, I guess?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time. We spent a lot of time defensively because I thought we had a lot of breakdown defensively in the San Diego State game from a fundamental standpoint. And we talked to our guys, and people need to know. Sometimes you think of fundamentals just being ball handling, passing, shooting. They're all offense, but there's defensive fundamentals. Part of that is talking. Part of that's your stance on the ball, your stance off the ball. There's a lot of fundamentals that go into the defensive end, and I thought we had slippage in the state game, and we didn't have a whole lot of improvement in this game from a defensive standpoint. Now, offensively, we were 1 for 19 against State in taking bad shots, and tonight I thought we did a really good job. The guys, at least they listened offensively because we eliminated the bad shots tonight. We were extremely I think our offensive efficiency was, if I'm not mistaken, it was above 135, maybe closer to 140, which is phenomenal. So our offensive efficiency carried us tonight. But as you go to the road, and I told our guys on the day off tomorrow, they need to think defense because we've got to get really zoned in on what we're going to do defensively moving forward.
Yeah, I can't imagine you want to find yourself in these kind of shootouts often.
Yeah.
But was it encouraging to finally see some of these long balls go in?
Well, I think the encouraging part was this is the way Wyoming plays. They're high octane. This is the fastest paced team in our league. They're scoring more points than anybody in our league. And we scored 92. I'd like to held them to 73, not 83, but they're a high scoring team. They put a lot of pressure on you with driving, and we fouled too much. But we did hold them to 9 offensive rebounds, and so that was a key. I think board play was going to be a key going in, and we out rebounded them by 6. So that part was a big key for us. So that from a defensive standpoint, other than a free throw blockout we missed, our board play was pretty good tonight.
Feels like Elijah's really finding a groove and exerting himself. What do you like about what he's doing? Of course, a preseason All Mountain West selection.
Well, it's probably close to season high, almost 34 minutes. So he's learning to play 34 minutes, not if I play him 30, play 20. And so, again, being a sophomore, but he is learning, he is growing, and his plus minus was 12 tonight, which was outstanding. But I thought he gave him a lot of problems. I thought his board play was outstanding, but he gave him a lot of problems. He got the line 7 times. He 7 for 8 from the field. He's just doing a lot of good things. He's talking. He's really been a leader out there for us, and we need that. Why some other guys might be struggling a little bit.
And whereas Elijah's kind of loud and likes to pump up the crowd, Corey is that quiet Southern kid that's very polite, but he pours in 31. Obviously, you guys can kind of go as he goes, right?
Well, I mean, he had 31 and 7, so he had a huge night, but we want him to be aggressive. And I agree. He is a sweet Arkansas kid. All right. So we don't want to take his sweetness away. But I do want him to be aggressive in everything he does. And I thought tonight he was aggressive. I thought he really competed tonight, and he didn't shy away when all of a sudden he missed a shot or two. Go, as I say, go quiet. If you're the man and you're a scorer, you don't go quiet. You continue to fight, you continue to cut and shoot the ball and score. That's one of his roles. And tonight he did it as well as he's done it all year.
You mentioned earlier how impressed you are with the freshmen and the young people on your team. Peyton White, especially after having a couple of bad games. I mean, what does it feel like to see that player after struggling for a couple of games jump back into the fray?
Yeah, I just thought he loosened up tonight. He wasn't as tight as what I thought the last couple games. He got his freedom back mentally, and when he's free mentally, he's really good. And to get 10 points off our bench in 19 minutes, and he knows he's got to rebound more for us. But we're asking him to do a lot. We know that. But Miles comes in, plays his minutes, gets 5 assists, no turnovers. He causes havoc defensively. So with TR's got a bad back. So, State, we had no Joel, we had no Vaughn, and then tonight we got no Joel, no TR. So we just got to continue to work on our health. But while we're doing that, we're seeing some positive results, and that's always good to see when other guys can step up. And our freshmen, including Ethan, I think he's getting in better shape now because he battled a lot of injuries. I think all three of these freshmen can really help us off the bench.
And then with the win, you go, as you mentioned earlier, go into a 2-game road skid. I mean, what is that preparation like, knowing that you're going to go back-to-back days?
Well, it's hard. We'll leave Tuesday for Logan and stay out on the road. We won't come back. We're on break. We need that extra prep for Air Force because they're different with the Princeton offense. So it'll give us a little bit more time. Second time around when we play Air Force, I don't think we get as much time. So that's new for our guys. So I have always thought Air Force is about how you defend them. And so that'll be different on the weekend because it's afternoon game, but playing on a Tuesday night, I think, no, Wednesday, we play Logan Wednesday night. It gives us time Thursday and Friday by staying on the road. It gives us 2 days for Air Force. But obviously Utah State, them and San Diego State are 1-2 in this league, in my opinion right now. And I heard they just went into Boise and again put a lopsided win together, and that's what they've been doing. So obviously it's going. They've got one of the best crowds in the Mountain West, so we know it's going to be a very difficult game for us. But needed to get this one to get that momentum before you go on the road. So I'm proud of what the guys did.
And for Tayshawn to find a little bit of a groove coming off a few.
Yeah, he's had a tough go since break. He's really had a tough go since we got done with Boise, and I thought he really responded. For him to, again, his line, he had 25 minutes and he gets 10 points, 10 assists, no turnovers, plus 10 on the plus minus. That's what you want out of your point guard. So very happy for him.
Is Indiana a football school now?
Well, I don't know about that, but Amir's coming in and the Packers are done. So Steelers are still alive, but the Packers are done. And yes, the Hoosiers, I'm not saying that, but the Hoosiers are playing for a natty on Monday night. And just so you know, if that happens, that's an undefeated 16-0, which has never happened in football. And the last undefeated basketball team was the 76 Hoosiers. So one school, my school, could hold both of those things in basketball and football. So good luck, Hoosiers, on Monday.